G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well today. Now in the previous episode, we arrived finally at Masada 3, the location where we are to meet with the emissary and the hunter to essentially decide who gets to retrieve the final piece of the artifacts. Now, when we arrived, as soon as we came into orbit of the planet, we were greeted, in quotation marks, by both the hunter and emissary in their ships. They opened fire immediately, and yeah, we had a bit of a space battle on our hands. Fortunately, we survived. I really thought that we were going to die, because they were very, very tough to deal with. But somehow we managed to scrape through, and you know what? I'm not going to question it. I will take a win when I can get one. Now, upon arriving at the site of this buried temple, we found that the place seemed to be like a massive base, heavily fortified. There are a whole bunch of ecliptic everywhere, though we didn't have to fight them because they were all dead for some reason. So, not entirely sure why that's the case. Perhaps maybe the Starborn had just, you know, arrived and steamrolled through all of them to get to the temple. Maybe the ecliptic mercenaries didn't really know what they were dealing with in this location. And yeah, we see a whole bunch of dead ecliptic mercenaries here. Anyway, we are about to progress further because we do need to, you know, find this last artifact. Not gonna lie though, guys, I do know a little bit about what's going on in front of us, mainly because there's a bit of a bug with the way this quest is set out. So I'll talk a little bit about that as we progress.
Death is only the beginning.
Okay. So for once we do actually see some quote-unquote alive mercenaries. But it does seem like they are either
defend the temple once more.
being controlled by the Starborn, or maybe working with the Starborn. There we go. See if we can get a better angle here.
Enough! Death comes for you!
Alright, now we need to defeat the Starborn. We have heard her sort of spewing out all sorts of nonsense to us, but we haven't exactly seen the Starborn. But now it appears that she's engaging us directly, so let's see what we can do on this front. Now, that's one of her powers there, so she can seemingly, I guess, swap out her body with an ecliptic mercenary when she's close to death. And she can seemingly teleport extremely far as well. So, yeah, see, she sort of moves all the way out there. Oh, and looks like she's teleported again. This time up top near those, or above that cliff. So we'll see if we can try and get to her position there. Yeah, but there doesn't seem to be a very easy way to get up there, is there? Okay. Very tricky. There we go. Alright. So she drops the base ID card. I don't really know what happens from here, but I did have to cut the footage a little bit there. As you can see, it is a very buggy sort of fight there, because she seems to teleport and just like replace herself with various ecliptic mercenaries, and sometimes for some reason the game just opts to drop her you know, in a completely different location that's very, very inaccessible from our current location, and that just makes progressing that much harder. And I would say that that is a glaring bug right there, which I don't know why is not fixed up until this point. So anyway, we should be able to access the base now, so let's get in there. Alright, hopefully we don't have too many more fights like that are buggy. But yeah, we'll investigate a little bit of what's going on here. In fact, there's probably a lot more loot out there which I haven't exactly obtained just yet. Let me just quickly backtrack and we'll do a little bit of looting here, because there's a few rooms and stuff in this area that we can explore in, and I think there's some kind of an entry from one of the ecliptic mercs which we can read, and that would actually explain why we're seeing ecliptic mercs in this place. Yeah, here we go. Ecliptic computer. Orders. Secure target site. Construct defensive fortifications, Omega class. Full automated defenses plus garrison and associated equipment. Automated manufacturing facilities to make sites self-sustaining and requiring minimal supply drops. Absolutely no conjecture about the client will be tolerated. Establish black site rules and security rundown with all garrison operatives. No one to go outside the established fortification area. These people are paying for the full package, folks. Let's show them what hiring Ecliptic means. Construction manifest. Materials for landing site with ability to land periodic supply drops. Reinforced materials and prefabs for operations site. Excavation equipment, loaders and transports, elevators, automated manufacturing equipment, and so on and so forth. So that entry would seem to explain that these ecliptic mercs are actually hired by the Starborn, likely. It doesn't really explain, however, why most of them are dead while we've arrived, unless perhaps maybe the emissary is the one who hired the mercs, and the hunter didn't, and perhaps maybe the hunter has killed a lot of them? Yeah, maybe. Oh, okay, there's a Ecliptic base ID right here as well, though I would have to say that the game doesn't really allow you to progress unless you defeat the Starborn out here beforehand. And yeah, if she appears, you know, in the middle of nowhere on this planet, or perhaps maybe in the middle of the lake that's nearby, well, that is pretty much a game-breaking bug right there. So, and it does happen, right? So, if you're finding it difficult to progress in this particular section of the game, my suggestion really is just to keep focusing on the Starborn until you get to a point where they don't teleport to different locations. Unfortunately, you're just going to have to save and reload a few times to get the best outcome. But yeah, I would say that that's That's a really big issue that should be addressed, especially considering this is the main storyline, you know? Right. Just looking around, looks like the place has been ransacked. Eclectic Security Station computer. So, high alert. Unidentified ship incoming. No known faction markings. Everyone take up defensive positions. Now. Alright. Emergency lockdown. Outer garrison has fallen. Hostiles have no known profile. Tier 1 threat. Repeat, Tier 1 threat. Lock down the base. Okay. Hang on a second. So, this entry would suggest that perhaps maybe the Starborn aren't actually the people who hired the Ecliptic Mercs. Maybe there's another faction that have hired these guys to be out here. But who though? Because it's not like Constellation would hire Ecliptic. Mysterious. Okay. Not too much going on in here. There's a few bits and pieces. I wonder if we can actually get through there. Alright, let's move on. So there's a way down here, but there's a way down on the left side as well. Yeah. Okay, I don't see any movement down there, but I have a feeling that we're about to have another fight. Advanced, okay. I'll bite. Why not? Yeah, okay, so it seems like there were like some scientists working in this ruin or this temple, and I guess that's the people who hired the Ecliptic Mercs. Who they all work for, though, is still up in the air. I don't know if we'll really learn too much. There we go, not too bad. Another way down there. Yeah, right. Game is loading us up with as much ammo as possible, as many things to use to fight whatever is coming. I don't mind that. Alright. Cool. Let's progress further and see what happens when we go to the lower floors. Yeah, I got a lot of these grenades. I'm just a little bit concerned about our carry capacity. We have been picking up a lot of stuff. Enter the anomaly. Huh. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Is there not another way down there? Okay, I guess we have to go through the anomaly. I guess this is going to take us to another parallel dimension, maybe? Oh! What? Is this... Is that Lynn Heller?
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong? Shouldn't we...
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way. What are you waiting for?
Lynn, the artifact. It's more important than you imagined. Tell Barrett you're doubling your price.
How do you know about Barrett? You sneak into my files? We'll be talking about this later, Dusty. Now get in that cavern.
Don't look at me. I've done my part.
Alright. I wonder if I could change the outcome, but I don't think so. Okay, it doesn't actually let us reach the artifact. But we do have the ecliptic base key, don't we? Oh god. Guardian Rin. Okay. Another bit of a fight here. Let's hope this fight is less buggy than the previous one. Guardian Teuta. I do really want to try and use quite a lot of our medications here, especially the stuff that lets us absorb more damage, just because we've just got so much of the stuff, you know. I feel like the game is sort of coming to a close. Let's check out those turrets. That's one. Very nice. Okay. Those were the two guardians. I think we should be able to get through without any issues now. Just all the base defenses here that we have to deal with. I'm just gonna see if... Oh, okay, that's an expert one. I don't know. I don't know if I really feel like unlocking that. If it was easily accessible, perhaps maybe I could have used that to just disable some of these turrets. There must be another key.
Catastrophic damage.
Alright, so there must be a couple of other things here. That and something else. Somewhere else. Maybe upstairs. Yeah, very big base. And I have no idea what these guys were doing here, but perhaps maybe doing the research on, you know, what the temple is. Haven't seen too many slates or anything like that explaining anything. Excavation computer. Off limits. Ultraviolet protocols in effect on this area. No one goes inside. The cave. There was no mention of this cave in the brief. There's structures in there, Commander. Man-made or, I don't know, alien-made. I've lost 2 recon teams and 1 rescue team. None of them made it. We can't even risk trying to retrieve the bodies. I'm sealing off this site per ultraviolet protocols. You need to get a courier to the client immediately. There's no way this is a coincidence. Oh, okay. Well, looks like we need to go through the anomaly again. Just looking around a bit more to see if there's anything else that we may have missed. Yeah. They're really loading us up on the battle meal packs, since there's so much stuff to pick up here. And yeah, being encumbered really sucks. Production capacity. The assembly lines are coming along at a good clip, but requiring only Omega-class personnel effectively means our sworn to secrecy grunts are doing all the manual work. Instead of subcontracted techs, I'm not paid to ask questions, but it's a lot of credits to burn, so I hope whoever is footing the bill is happy about this, because if it were me, I'd just buy a private resort and sip Chandra Pinot Noir all day. Assembly items. Model A robots, modified trim, short-range turrets. Make sure to link all remote operations to the master computer in the supervisor's overlook room. Update friend foe settings, recalibrate. Cool. And I might actually activate all of the units at this point, because we may need to actually get back out, and I'm guessing at that point maybe we might have a bigger fight with more Starborn. And update friend foe settings on the turrets. Yeah, hopefully that does the trick. Okay, let's get to it. All of our robot friends are standing by now. What? Ooh, okay, we're on board the... I can't remember the name of the ship. We stole from this guy. He had one of the artifact pieces.
We have visitors! Vadek, you didn't tell me we have visitors!
We have visitors.
Welcome! What's mine is yours! Well, no, it's still mine, but you get what I mean.
I'm still sorry I stole the artifact from you, Petrov. It really was for science.
Now how am I supposed to take a strange comment like that? Is this some kind of... You don't deserve the final artifact. This life you've led, you're nothing but a thief, an opportunist, a liar.
Says this guy. That's not fair. I would have gladly paid for the artifact if you would have let me.
It's more than credits that the Unity will demand of you. You think you have a right to the infinite? You're nothing! Guards!
What the hell?
Oh god. Alright. We're fighting, are we?
You should be the one dying!
Jeez. We're aboard the scow. That's it. Jeez, all of these things are bulletproof or what? There we go. Alright, so that's really weird. How does he know about the Unity though? The collector's outfit. Yeah. I mean, why not? Why not? Yeah, I mean... Not my taste, but sure. Sure. Right, so... we should be able to get to his artifact. I assume near the artifact there's going to be another anomaly. Okay, yeah, well, here we go. Where are we? Okay, well, there's a door in front of us. We may as well walk through it. Oh yes, okay, this is where we were before. Okay, let's do this. This seems strangely familiar. Oh. That's us. We're the ones who died in this reality.
Come on, Rook. Come on. You can make it. Barely stepped on the juryman's road with us. Can't see another soul off to the void so soon. No. No. I'll pour one out to the blackest sea for you, Rook.
That was me. This is another universe. One where I died.
What the? Crix's ghost? What kind of cruelty is this? This some starborn trick? Come to mock me before you twist the blade?
Vlad, listen to me. The artifacts, they point to a multiverse. A place called the Unity.
Multiple universes? You're a visitor jumping through the gates of space and time?
I know losing a member of Constellation is hard, but we make it through this. Keep going.
Not sure if you're just a reflection of a shattered brain, but okay. I get your meaning. Well, ghost from the other side. I'll keep what you said rolling around in my head for a spell. But for now, wouldn't mind if you gave me a bit. I just lost a friend.
Jeez. Can we talk to him?
Don't know if you're from heaven above, or just some visitor from beyond. But, safe travels.
I mean, it seems a little bit weird that he wouldn't be, like, more interested in the fact that we're here. And that, we're looking around his ship. I would be very suspicious. Okay. The final temple. Final? Oh, I don't know if we can call it final. I think we haven't found all of our powers just yet, but... Yep, in case you don't have enough of this stuff for the final fight. Whole bunch of weapons, just in case you need them. Let's not worry about the mines. Probably don't need all of those. Oh, look at that. My goodness.
Gaze into the abyss of the infinite.
Okay, well, I thought we would be talking for a little bit, but no, it seems like we're fighting. A whole bunch of these duplicates. I guess this is ourselves. Apparently, we're not that tough. Okay, this is the guy that we want. Let's toughen ourselves up a little bit. Why are we just like simply appearing from everywhere? Okay. There's no point in that case in fighting all of our duplicates here, because I think they're just going to constantly respawn. So let's go for the Guardian. Okay, making a run for us. There we go. Did that get rid of all of the duplicates as well? Quite possibly. Wow. Now look at this place.
Well, here we are, ready to kill each other for the artifacts. As always.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
Speech. Stop this, both of you. All this fighting across the settled systems. It has to end.
More talking? I'm a little disappointed.
No. Wait. I want to hear this.
Fine.
I wish I medicated before this, but... You might not reach the Unity, but if you turn away now, you both live.
Is that a note of concern?
Letting someone else enter the Unity is an act of faith. You two need to believe in humanity again.
A better future. Huh.
Maybe serves tea, enjoys movies. There are plenty of universes to fight in. Let this one see some peace.
That certainly does sound different. Well, I don't know about either of you, but it's been a while since I felt this old.
Perhaps it's time to put this all to an end.
At least this once. Here, take the artifacts before I come to my senses.
Okay, and we now have all 3 artifacts. Oh, actually, no, even more artifacts. There are so many of them. Jeez, okay. And I guess there's one last one right here. Ah. Very interesting. So I'm not entirely sure what happens from here. And whether or not, like, there's an actual end. Okay guys, sorry, I just had to step away for a moment, but let's pick up this final artifact and let's see what happens. Alright. Conveniently, we were teleported back outside, right in front of our ship. I mean, I don't mind. I didn't really feel like I wanted to do all of that backtracking. Though we were prepared for it with all of the turrets and robots turned to our side. I'm actually very, very surprised that we managed to convince the Starborn to now leave us alone. I don't know if that means that we won't come across hostile Starborn while we're, you know, out in space. But yeah, I guess they're happy to have peace here in this universe. But maybe not in others. Again, very weird, but, you know, it is what it is. Let me jump into the ship. And yeah, it does seem like we've got one last task here, and that is to build the artillery. Apparently it's on the ship. I mean, we chose to build the artillery, you know, in our base, so I wonder if we don't have an option this time around. What I might do is I might actually go to Androphon and see if I can put all of the artifacts there. And I wonder if
Time to push some G's.
perhaps the Unity can be accessed through our base. But if we have to build it on the ship, then we have to build it on the ship, and we're gonna have to sort of figure out how to do that. We do have the option to also have a chat with various people about what we're about to do. And yeah, we'll probably do that. Let's get to Androphon though. Nice little, what, sunset there, or is it a sunrise? Anyway, let us check on the armillary, and let's see what we can do here. You've completed the armillary. Once you power up your grav drive, you'll jump to the Unity. Remove the armillary from your ship if you need to grav jump to anywhere else. Where? Okay. That doesn't even make sense, because we don't even have the armillary on the ship. Huh. So it's almost like a different type of drive. You have no new artifacts to add. Can I actually get rid of this thing if I needed to get rid of it? And what would happen to all of the artifacts if I did so? I guess maybe it will just appear. Let me just play around here. So if I delete that, yeah, I can delete it. Suppose I do need to delete it if I want to be able to actually move around before crossing into the Unity or whatever it's called. So yeah, I think that is definitely the case. Right, well there we go. Seemingly the final mission has been completed, unless there is something else after we cross the Unity, but we're about to find out. I'm not entirely sure if we should do that right this moment. There's probably a little bit of conversation to be had with various people. So why don't we do that first? Might have a chat with the people that are on the ship. And perhaps maybe I should go to the Eye and have a chat with Vlad. Who knows, he might have like some other temples for us to explore at this point as well, because I feel like there's some missing powers. Okay. I didn't know that she does this sort of stuff.
We should talk.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy to talk, but you don't seem ready for a conversation.
So this is it. This armillary can finally be assembled. And the Starborn... Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating. We should get a drink sometime.
Wait to spoil the the mood.
Heck of a thing we pulled off.
Bethesda.
Our journey
All right,
seems to be
let's have a
coming
chat
to an end.
with all of these people.
So, the Unity awaits. I'm not as afraid as I thought I would be. Stepping away from the world you know can lead to a better place.
The universe we have isn't so bad though, and there's no guarantee the next one will be better.
Constellation has given me a home, and I will always be grateful. But I also feel ready. Do you think we will see each other after the Unity? Will we even recognize each other if we do?
You have my permission to punch any other versions of me you meet.
Oh, that was already my plan. If we do not see each other again, then goodbye. I am proud of all that we have accomplished. If you are free soon, could we talk?
Oh, but we just had a conversation.
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
There isn't much else going on this week. The artifacts mean something. It's important we find out what.
It does seem to be a unique situation with serious consequences. That is what keeps me here as well. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being.
Why is Constellation meaningful to you?
This group of people, who by rights would never associate with one another, has come together for a common cause. That is impressive on its own, before considering the magnitude of the work they have undertaken. The possibilities it holds.
Well, you've got to have a reason to get out of bed in the morning.
Yes, that is one way of putting it. I am often surprised at how reluctant some are to agree with the idea. They sometimes seem offended I would suggest such a thing. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it.
Your experiences must be very different then.
Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea.
I'm sorry life's been hard for you.
I am not asking for pity. I have done what is necessary to bear my burdens, and it has led me here. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure. how existence without ties to others is challenging in space.
Why did your family insist on independence?
They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them.
Getting by on your own is admirable.
It has certainly proven valuable. Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
Okay, well, it's about bloody time that Andrea actually shared stuff with us, because we still don't really know too much about her. And speaking of, I still feel like the Varun component of this game is missing. I don't feel like there's been too much explored there. Okay, let's have a chat now
So
that
this
you're
is
not
it.
busy exercising.
This armillary can finally be assembled, and the Starborn are sure that something will happen on the other side. Something that will make us like them. Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating.
This is what we wanted, Sarah. This is Constellation's greatest mission.
I know that, and believe me, I feel it. The destiny of it all. But after that, what happens? Say we go to the Unity, become Starborn, enter another universe. Will there even be a constellation there? It won't be ours, even if it is.
Constellation is wherever we are. I'm going to keep exploring no matter what.
I really turned you into a true believer, didn't I? Oh, what have I done? All right, let's get back to it. One more jump into the unknown.
Okay. Really liked our response that time.
We have all the artifacts.
Oh, so Cora says other stuff.
I can't wait to get to the Unity. I've been reading all about parallel universe theory, and I'm so ready to meet another version of me. You think it's okay if I call them Cora too?
I'm sure you'll work something out if it's not.
I'll have to check all my charts and double check all the locking mechanisms and see what kind of differences there are in the next universe. You know, in case we get into the kind of trouble we always do. Look, Dad said that there's a chance we might all get separated after we go to the Unity. You don't think that's going to happen, do you?
It might. That's the risk we're all taking.
That's what Dad said. I feel kind of bad, you know? That I want to go anyway. I'm sure gonna miss the lodge, but I can't wait to see what happens next.
Very optimistic. I don't know, if I were her at her age, I'd be like too concerned about like, you know, leaving friends behind and, you know, like all the little stuff that I thought were, you know, more important than it was actually, you know.
Coming up on the end of a long ride here. We got all the artifacts. Are you ready for what comes next? Might not see each other on the other side.
We have to risk it. It's what we do.
I know. Just bracing for it. Hey, listen, you're probably wondering about Cora. I played it over in my head 1,000 times, and I've made up my mind. She's coming with. I know what everyone's gonna say, but even if I told her no, she'd find some way on board that ship. And if we stayed behind, we'd both regret it.
Can't keep a co out of an adventure. I get it.
I'm sure plenty of the others won't like it, and I'll be worried like no tomorrow if we don't end up in the same place. But I gotta keep telling myself that Cora's ready for this. And hey, same goes for you. If we don't see each other on the other side, it's been all worth it.
Okay. Let's just take a quick look at activities here. Doesn't look like there's anything new. I do want to speak to more people if we can. Yes, we do need to build the artillery. We don't have to build it on the ship though. We can still build it here in Androphon. I'm gonna go and see Vlad if Vlad has anything new to say. It might also be a good idea for us to head to the lodge to see if the lodge guys say anything different to us. My bad. Let's get back up there. So, Alpha Centauri, the Eye.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. You are cleared to land in New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Docking cycle complete.
A moment, Captain.
Oh, Vasco wants to speak to us.
It appears Constellation's current mission is at its end. It is customary to offer congratulatory statements.
You deserve plenty of praise yourself, Vasco.
Thank you. If I were sentient, I am sure I would be feeling a great sense of pride and increased social connectivity to you. I hope the process of becoming Starborn is done without causing any physical trauma. But given the unknown physiological requirements of crossing universes, that seems unlikely.
You always know how to end on a positive note.
I am told that is the best way to deliver potentially upsetting news. If we do not see each other again, goodbye, Captain. From a statistical standpoint, you have been an unusually effective member of this team.
Thanks, Vasco. Vlad. Where are you? Aw, don't tell me he's not here. Maybe he's in the lodge. Does he move around between the lodge and the Eye? Anyway, we did get to speak to Vasco. That's good.
Docking seal released.
Okay, let's get to the lodge. See what the folks at the lodge have to say. Sometimes it's hard to find everyone in the lodge as well. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to actually catch everyone. Oh yes, Vlad's here. And yes, there are more powers to be had, so I can see probably at least another episode before we jump through this Unity. But yeah, let's have a chat.
Tip your ear for a moment? It'll be a shame to pack up all the modifications to the Eye for finding the artifacts. But she's earned a break. Gilded our fortunes for sure.
I don't think so. You'll be able to find some new anomaly out there in the stars to lose your time in.
Caught the measure of me right. Worse ways to retire for an ex-Crimson fleet. I'll be taking up the chair when everyone's gone in the Unity. Set Constellation's course for another new beginning. Not my first time at the helm for a crew, but going to take it slow.
Every new member has to do some bench presses. You know what? Constellation will be in good hands with you.
Don't know about that. Intend to keep teaching folks how to play the Troublemaker's game. No use being an explorer if you aren't a little dangerous. Well, tipped your ear long enough. I'll be smiling as you walk through Eternity's gate. Give the next universe something to talk about, yeah? Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young.
I was hoping you could point me to another artifact temple.
The Eye's showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.
Indum 3B.
Did you know
Okay.
Walter is one of the richest people in the universe?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we keep him here. Right. I don't see Walt anywhere. What about
Hi there.
Sona?
How's it going? What did you want to talk about?
Are you getting used to living in New Atlantis?
I don't know if I'll ever get used to being around all these people. Everyone hurrying around, talking, eating, drinking, doing a million things. It's so weird. But kind of exciting at the same time, you know? Going from a planet with a population of 3 to this one is going to take a lot of patience and trust, that's for sure.
I feel like she needs, like,
See you later.
better clothes. But yeah, I don't see any of the other Constellation members here. It's a little bit disappointing. I wonder if we sleep, whether or not people will appear. Because I would like to have a chat with most people before we go. Otherwise, what we could do is we could look for some of the other powers and come back to the lodge and hopefully catch some people then. Yeah, just gonna see what we can do here.
What's up?
No, it's just the same people. Right. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll go for the next powers. I'm not entirely sure if we just have to keep doing this over and over, where we look for the power wherever they're located, and then we go back to Vlad to get another location. I think that's probably it. We're just looking at what is available in terms of spaces or slots for powers. There's quite a few, actually, so we'll see how we go on that front. But I don't know, I mean, we don't have to get all the powers before we go through the Unity, I reckon. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I think we're going to end the episode here, guys. I think it's been a while for me because there were those bugs fighting those Starborn at the buried temple site, so I have actually been playing for about like a couple of hours or so. So I do need a bit of a break here. So when we come back, hopefully we'll step into the Unity and see what happens next. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. As usual, leave that like or a dislike or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.